Being of service to your staff, specifically your teachers, goes way beyond coffee and flowers. So welcome to today's coaching. My name is Daphne Walbridge from the First Year Principal, and I help new and aspiring principals thrive as conscious leaders. So today I want to talk about being of service to your staff. And um, I want to get to the core of this because oftentimes, as a new principal coming into a new school, we're going to want to get some points in with our staff. We want to start building trust. We want our likability factor to be high. It's a new territory for us, and we want to get buy-in right away. And oftentimes, what principals will do, and there's nothing wrong with this. They're going to want to they're going to serve coffee, and they're going to have little perks set up and candy bowls and flowers, and they're going to set a welcoming tone. And throughout the year, they'll maintain that. And there's nothing wrong with that. I even did it myself, and it went. I got a lot of bang for my buck with this type of service. However, there's another form of service that is even more critical. And I wanted to highlight this for new principals. And to really be of service to your staff goes beyond, the form-based, gifts and perks. And by this, I mean, it's critical that to really be of service to your staff, or your teachers especially, and your support staff actually, it's important to really know your portfolios in depth, specifically special ed, and of course your curriculum. So if, for example, you're coming from a high school level and you're getting into elementary, you're going to have to read up on the various curriculums, and you're going to have to learn the learning techniques and the strategies, and you're going to have to get familiar with this new way of being in the school setting. So that is very important. And when it comes to special ed, you need to be very familiar with the students' IEPs, specifically the most challenging IEPs, the security plans that you'll have in place, or the behavioral plans. You'll have to, as a principal, really get to know these documents intimately, because if your kids, if the students in your school that have the most need, your neediest students behavior wise, if you're not aware of what strategies you need to put in place and who's involved, and if your plans are not crystal clear, if your action plans are not crystal clear, your entire school climate can suffer, basically. And I know this because I've experienced this with a principal who he was focused a lot on, and he has a very good heart, was very focused on pleasing his staff with these little perks, recess duty, and surprising them with coffee, which was very much appreciated. But he also needed to familiarize himself with the safety plans for his high need students. So, and because he did not get a chance to, because of entering into a pandemic, and he was in reactive mode, which is, of course, very understandable. It created, after a while, an unease in the school where nobody knew what to do. What is my role here? Where do I stand in this, if something happens in this situation? So there was a lot of unknown. And all he needed to do, and we put measures into place to allow him the time and the space, along with his team, to take a step back and to familiarize themselves with these action plans and these safety plans for these high need students. The real service he needed to do here was to familiarize himself with these plans, so everyone on the team knew what to do when, in case there was an emergency. Not doing this was creating an unease within the school climate. And no amount of coffee or flowers or candy could have helped that. What the staff needed was for this principal to step up to the plate, to get to know these files, not just to push it aside and to make sure that the special ed teacher was involved. He also needed to take action. He needed to know what was going on, and he needed to rally his troops, his team, to make sure that they had regular meetings to monitor these cases, to be proactive, to preempt any situation. This is what happened. We got a meeting in place. We made sure that these regular meetings were happening. The level of stress and anxiety within the staff went down, and people felt supported and seen and heard and validated. Okay, so this is so important as a new principal. You're going to want to tap into form and have fun with the balloons, the flowers, the coffee. There's nothing wrong with that, but it's very important that you focus on the fundamentals, get to know the curriculum, get to know the IEPs, the special ed folder. It is so important, and make sure you put into practice and you schedule in some regular monitoring sessions with the school team to make sure that you stay on top of these folders, these students with these special needs, because they need your help. The students need the support, and your staff needs to know that these regular check-ins are happening. And that is the best way to take care of your staff. So I thought this was something really important. I've experienced it, within my experience as a superintendent, and I can assure you that this is one of the best ways to help your staff. So I hope this has been of service. If you're looking for more coaching, we have the First Year Principal Tribe. The doors are open, and we meet once a week for live Zoom coaching. So if you have any questions, you can hop on. We meet from 4:30 to 5 every Wednesday, and we get a chance to collaborate together and answer your questions and focus on interesting topics. So I hope you'll come and join us. You can get more information in the firstyearprincipal.com. Until then, I'll see you next week for more coaching. Bye for now.